Hi guys, that's me here and I'm back to Tottenham for my series. As you can see today, we play Manchester City away in the Capital One Cup at the City of Manchester Stadium, as it's called here, Etihad Stadium, as we all know it's called. We've gone with a very much backup team, so I'm just going to explain that first. Obviously, Lloris starting in goal. Unless it's against a lower league team, I'm probably going to be starting Lloris, just because he needs to be playing, and he's still relatively young, so he'll get better the more he plays, and also he's just a fantastic player. Goalkeeper to have, player goal. You can say that. We've got Martin Kelly at right back, just giving him a run out. This is basically giving a lot of people a run out. Corker, he had a good performance on the weekend, and I thought give him another game because he's fit enough. Samba didn't play the weekend, but he needs a game to get back up to his former form, and I feel this one could be it, to get his confidence back really. Nathaniel Klein at left back. No other backup left back. I don't want to play Baines for this one. Resting a lot of players ahead of the weekend game against Arsenal, so Klein gets this game. Isco comes in, he hasn't really been playing much, as well as Inler, but I've decided to give them a game. Ruiz and Ayew again, both been playing, they both play relatively regularly, both coming off the bench quite a few times, so they're no strangers to football this season, but it just gives them another start, and it's just another possible 90 minutes that they play. Dzeko obviously starting against his former team today. Someone said in the comments, give him more of a chance, and I said, you know what, I really should be giving him more of a chance. So this is his first real chance. And Demba Ba obviously still coming back from an injury, just hoping that he can do well. Obviously, City's team not looking particularly brilliant. Joe Hart, Aguero, Damiel. And yeah, I'd say they're the only ones who probably get in their first team normally. Possibly Milner and Balotelli as well, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not really too sure about the team, their players. But I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If I was City, I wouldn't bother playing anyone else apart from Hart and Aguero, to be honest, because the others just aren't as good as they could buy, or they could be playing. I'm sure they already have, to be honest. Dimmerbar's already picked up a knock. I should probably bring him off because he's come back from an injury. So that is a quick early substitution. I'm not going to be playing Falcao from this early, so Llorente is going to be coming on and playing that poacher role. He can play the poacher role, so it's not too bad. But Dimmerbar's been injured again. He's just very, very injury prone, I find. I'm pretty sure I had a couple of injuries in the first season. I can't actually remember now. That's a penalty. This game has been appalling so far. Aguero never going to miss a penalty, is he? Absolutely appalling. Klein giving away the penalty as well, which is not good. We don't want to see Klein giving away a penalty. But Demirbay is a little bit injury prone. I think he had a couple of injuries last year. He's had, I think it's been 2, 3, maybe 4. I think it's been at most 3 though. Weak injury recently. Llorente is one who needs to show me that he deserves to stay as well. The attack at the start of the season was looking really good. Now it seems we've only actually got 2 good strikers who are actually going to be fit, and then we also have Dzeko, who I'm not quite too sure about. When I say good, I mean good enough for me. A title contender. They need to be. I think strikers need to be scoring at least 1 out of every 2 games they play for me. Fuck up, brothers being very annoying. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, Dzeko, Kelly, Ruiz, Isco, Ruiz, get the ball in there. There are 2. That's Llorente for you. He'll be there with Nastasic, who's not a bad defender, but Llorente is much better in the air, and he'll just put it over, and it's just like if you win the header, put it on target, it goes in. He's so unreliable. He misses far too many easy chances. He's kind of like Suarez in that way that he misses a lot of easy chances, but he's still a good striker, and he also sets up goals, unlike Suarez. He doesn't really get many assists. Suarez just gets the goals. So yeah, He does score, Llorente, he just misses far too many for my liking. So yeah. Richards, Milner, Javi Garcia has a dig, but Llorente is easily, you know, straight at him, not too powerful. It's an easy save for Llorente. Klein has scored some goals, cutting in off from the right wing. No goals as a left back, I don't believe. Oh, good shot from Balotelli and coming in. Balotelli looks fired up for this match. Normally he's crap on Football Manager because his work rate is just so low, and that is one I really don't think you can put in to a stat. Work rate, you can't. Kelly's put his money in. Great. Ruiz, Isco, Kelly, Johnson. It's just, it's not happening today. I know I've got my backup team out there, but they're not helping themselves with the poor performance. You know, City haven't been playing too well either, but we've just been, you know, made it easier. I'm going to keep Kelly on at least until half time. I think we need to. Boyata here, and they've got Boyata and Nastasic in defence. And in real life, you know, I think they're half decent players. On Football Manager, they're half decent players, but we should be punishing them more, is what I want to say. Obviously, they can be having a good day, and we can't do anything about that, but our team in general could certainly be doing better. Corker's, I was just about to say, Corker's had a fairly good day considering, you know, he hasn't really had much to do, but he's done what he needs. But he couldn't keep up with Damiao, possibly out strength, I'm not sure. And that's kind of an embarrassing moment for me because Damiao, obviously a former player, and that's just a great goal. Let's overload it. Second team, probably the best I'm looking for is a few goals. But what I came into this match with was, you know, try not to get embarrassed, try and scrape a result if I can. But I just don't feel confident with these players, you know. I was just about to say these strikers, then I saw Jacko just scored. I just don't feel too confident with these players, like my backup team. That's why I never really rotate my squad, because these players, whenever I do give them the chance, they always play like this. And you could say, yes, they haven't, you know, mixed into the team enough, but, you know, surely training, you know, they know how to play together. They have played a few games. Players like Kelly, possibly Klein. Trying to think of who else hasn't been here that long. And you could argue Llorente, but he's had a lot of first team. I'd say Kelly and Klein are the only real players who I could excuse for not really being, you know, knowing, you know, being, what's the word I'm looking for? Unsettled, if you like, in the team, because no, not unsettled. Just, you know, unfamiliar with the team, because everyone else has either been here at least over a year, or you know, very close to a year, or they've been getting a lot of first team opportunities, like Llorente. You know, so, and Kelly and Klein they came in obviously very young. Came in because I bought them mainly because they were young and they were English, and I thought they'd be good players to have in the squad. And you know, they haven't done badly today, I guess. Klein gave away the penalty, but it happens to everyone, doesn't it? Let's be honest. It was just his unlucky time, poor challenge. Just unlucky it was in the box, I guess. And Kelly's been injured this game, and they've been like the two players who I've thought, you know, they've actually been alright, but yes, because of the circumstances. But Klein, sorry, not Klein, Corker, not necessarily been brilliant. I thought he was doing alright. There, you know, not taking the man on, letting the man take him on. And I'm actually going to bring off Kelly, I think, here. Get Walker on there. In all fairness, Corker is a bit tired. I think he may have picked up some knock. I didn't actually see anything about that. But he may have picked up a knock. It looks like Kelly's been injured as well. Llorente win that header, thank God, because you were unmarked. Walker running down that wing, putting on a half decent cross. Dzeko can't get there, but he scored. And that's the thing, you know, Dzeko scored today. Yes, he's played slightly longer than Llorente, but oh my! If you couldn't hear that, I smacked my hands into my head there. What was that? I'm watching this. I want to see exactly what happened. I want to see who made the mistake. It was Ruiz with the tackle, of course it was. You know, if we got another goal before that, we'd be thinking, okay, we can get back into it. 3-2, it's alright, but it's mistake after mistake. There's one from Samba. Luckily, Corker makes up for it, but it's mistake after mistake after mistake, followed by failed attack after failed attack. After, you know, a pretty lucky goal from Dzeko. It was kind of, you know, out of the blue. Just, I don't know. Really don't know. Really poor defensive performance. Balotelli, look, how's he allowed that space? Great play from Lloris, but to be honest, Balotelli. And then why are they all pushing up so far? Why push up that far? You know, if a poor pass comes them and rebounds, they're all through, and there's no offside because it rebounds off of our player. That's what I was saying. Klein's now been injured as well. That's my two backup fullbacks injured now, which is very, very frustrating. And he's out of position. Come on, Football Manager. Don't screw me with 3 injuries in one game. I don't have anyone on the bench who can play left back, so I'm just going to leave Klein. He's going to be out for ages anyway, because that's just how it seems to go, even if he's got, you know, I don't know, whatever injury he has. If he's got a bruise, he'll be out for 6 months, because that's just seems to be how this game can work sometimes. Very frustrating how you always seem to get injuries all in the same game. Yeah, you could say the teams are more vicious, but no. You never get one injury in a game, I'll put it like that. Never, ever. I don't think I've ever had one injury in this game. Okay, I'm maybe going a bit overboard. Maybe I have had one injury 1 or 2 times, but you normally get 2 or 3, possibly even 4 injuries. Even if they're just little knocks, normally they're out for at least a week. And look, we're just getting thrashed because we're playing fucking shit. Not going to bother bringing on any other players. There's no point. We're not getting back into the game. No point wasting their energy. To be honest, might as well just let all the backup brigade get tired. Disenchanted, apparently. And this is why I really hate playing my second team. I thought I'd give them a chance this game. You know, it's not something we're too bothered about, but this is how appalling they are. I mean, yes, I could make excuses about the injuries, and obviously they played a part, but I don't know. Llorente, he's just missed the early header. Could have been in the game then, but defensively appalling. Okay, Samba and Cork are not exactly second team players, but Samba today again appalling. Corker made one major mistake. Oh yeah, by the way, we did some contract negotiations with Cointreau. I just wanted too much money for my liking. 4 to 5, 3 weeks. There we go. Okay, fair enough. It's a groin strain. A dead leg, 3 to 4 days. Okay. Everton sack Pardew. A job I would absolutely love to be Everton manager. Well, if they have a decent team anyway. You know, I really, really do like Everton. They're probably my favourite Premier League team. People always ask who do you support. It's Hereford United, if you didn't know. But they're 16th, you know, I'm first. They've got a really, really bad team. I've nicked all their best players. It's something I don't want to come into until, you know, at least the end of the season. So, I'm not going to be applying for that, and I'm sure you're happy about that. I'm sure most of you want me to stay here for at least a bit longer, at least to the end of this season. And it completely depends on how we do this year. whether I stay or not. If we win everything, I think I'm going to leave, because to be honest, I really would like another challenge. Obviously stay as this manager, just try and find another job. If there are no jobs that suit me, fair enough, I'll stay. Kolarov, that's someone I could try and bring in. Felipe, another player, I would, although he's a bit old. Then again, so is Kolarov. Kolarov's still a lot better, you know. This bloke, actually a right back, but he can play left back. I'm not going to be going for him though. I don't know how to say this. Is it Fuchs or Fuchs or Fucks? No idea. I'm not going to go with him. Alvaro Pereira, you know, again 28, but not a bad player. Certainly. What's his face? There he is. Asukoto. Probably shouldn't have sold him in all honesty. Get a scout report on him and see how much it would cost us to get him back. Not that I'm going to buy him back, because he's 29, that's just too much now. I want to be buying someone young like this guy, Rodriguez, really, who already looks fairly good. Let's just fast forward to this Champions Cup draw, because I'll probably forget to do it on the Arsenal one. Kolarov, he'd be fairly cheap, 2.5 stars. Probably looking for more for a 3-star player, but we'll see. 2 stars, no. 16-22 minutes for a 2-star player, no thanks. Again, quite expensive, no. And no thanks. So we're eliminated from the Carling Cup. Oh well. Not too bothered, we're not going to be winning everything. It looks like I'm going to be going for Kolarov. He doesn't want massive wages, and he looks like he's going to be fairly cheap. And as you can see, he's got a really good crossing, which is fantastic. He can take a free kick, a corner, he can have a pop from long range, and he will get back and he will do a decent job at the back. So I think he's a good one to go for. Remember, this is only backup, and then we'll, because we do have Baines, we can always, you know, buy a better left back later when we've got the, I don't want to say when we've got the money, because we've got loads of money, but you know, when we need a left back, like as a first team player. And Kolarov will probably be someone who just fills in for maybe even just the rest of the season. If we get him on, I might actually try getting him on loan. See how that goes. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can do that. Draw transfer offer. Let me. It won't let me. You applied for a loan, so I'll do that in January. Although other teams have made offers already. Oh my god. Right, let's get this offer in then. Okay, and tomorrow is the Champions League draw, so let's just hope that we can get to that. Wenger, his title chances. How long is this video so far? Not too long, 18 minutes. Yeah, fuck off Wenger, I don't give a shit. Really don't look like title candidates to me. So, Wenger, let me see. A manager who, since the start of this series, has scored over double the goals and conceded over only 14 more. Remember, I've played a lot more games than him, a lot more hard, tough games as well. I've won 81% of my games. He's only won 50%. That's just managers, because I'm just having to dig at Wenger because he's a fucking shit manager. Forget what he's done in the past. He had a great team, and he bought Omri, and that was it basically. He sold on good players. Wow, he's a good businessman. Go and be a businessman, then don't be a football manager. Is, you know, currently top of the league by a point with the game in hand. Won last season's league by 15 points. Europa League champions, FA Cup champions, League Cup champions, and we don't look like title contenders. Okay. Was he looking at my last performance? Is he forgetting that was my second team? Although it is Football Manager, so oh come on. Right, now we're gonna give you 2 million up front, and we'll give you 6 million over 48 months, even though all the other ones are giving less. I'm going to do this automatically, and actually I'm going to say who I prefer to have, my preferred team. as I always like to look at this and just see how far off it will give me. Because it'll give me someone like PSG, City, Barcelona, Bayern Munich. We all know that's going to happen. But I'd say, and no disrespect, if there are any fans of this team, it's a tough one. It's probably a toss-up between Werder Bremen, Sporting Lisbon, Sevilla. I wouldn't like Benfica, to be honest. No way. No, none of those teams I'm aware. Yeah, it's a toss-up between those. I'll go Werder Bremen because they're probably what most people consider the worst team in this thing. They're a very good team. Man United, Juventus, that'll be a good one. Sporting versus Dortmund. So that's one of our 3. Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. That's good to get them out of the way. I called it. PSG. Typical football manager. And my rivals get the team I want. Typical football manager draw that. At least it's not as bad as FIFA, where you know you're going to get Barcelona, then Real Madrid, then Bayern Munich, or Bayern Munich, then Real Madrid, then Barcelona, and then you get PSG in the final, whatever it is. PSG have a fantastic squad, They've got a few players I want. Thiago Silva, Saka wouldn't be bad. In fact, I might even... The thing that really annoys me, though, is that apparently they don't want to join me, which is ridiculous. I can understand Thiago Silva because he's a big name and everything. He thinks he's at a big club, which he's not really. He's at PSG, who are obviously a big club in France, but we're the big club in England. Why wouldn't you want to come and play here? But in real life, they want to come to me. Premier League champions can offer them the money. But anyway, I think that's going to be about wraps up. We've got PSG in the next round, so certainly nicking a couple of their players is on my apps. Is pretty much not, I don't want to say a priority, but I would love to nick a couple of players, especially Ibra, although he's going to cost so much in wages, and he won't want to join anyway. But yeah, I think we can beat them just about. 2 very good centre backs, 2 good full backs, and Van der Wiel and Evra. They've also obviously got Armero, and he plays left wing. Kabay, Lucas Moura, Ibra, Lavezzi, Gundogan. They've made a lot of good signings as well. They look a real good outfit. But yeah, I think that's going to be all at the end of this episode. I think we are going to be. It looks like we are going to be going for what's his face at left back. Who is it? Kolarov at left back. But yeah, that's in this episode. Please leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and yeah, that's all I want to say. Please leave a like if you did enjoy the video. See you next time. Thanks, bye.